G'day guys, so today I thought I'd show you a really quick, simple, easy to make, effective DIY dripper system for your reptiles. I'm on a bit of an enrichment kick at the moment. I'm just trying to think of all different things I can use to enrich the animals' lives, make it more interesting for me to watch as well. So one of the things I got inspired to do was, I was actually watching a lot of chameleon keeping videos and things like that, in hopes to apply it to my Boyd's forest dragons and other rainforest species, which also has implications for other species that aren't even tropical. And I saw a lot of people using drippers. So a simple system that just makes water drip at a slow pace into the enclosure for some sort of reason, usually for hydration, so the animals can see running water and drink from it, and otherwise it's just enriching for them. So I came up with my own sort of little design after trying to see how other people do it. And it's super basic, super simple. Might not be the best dripper you could ever get in the world, but it's essentially free and extremely easy. All you're going to need is a bottle, some sort of small pin or something to be able to poke a hole in the bottom of it, and there you have it. The basic sort of idea behind it is the gravity will pull the water down through the bottle and out through the little hole in the bottom, and that's really important. The hole needs to be really tiny, otherwise the water will just come out in a stream and not drip. And it's also good to have the lid on top so you can open it up, and so there's no suction in there. The airflow can keep coming through and pushing that water down. Super easy, super effective. So I've got a little thumbtack here, or a pin. Could probably even use a really small sharp screw. And what we're basically going to do is put it here in the edge. Just make a tiny little incision. You want that hole to be as small as possible, just like that, and then we'll go test it out. So here was a failed attempt I made earlier. See the hole up the top there? It's quite, I mean, you'd think it's quite small, but it's actually too big. And what happens when the water comes down, you can see it just drips out like that. Well, it doesn't even really drip, it just flows out. That's what happens if you make the hole just the tiniest bit too big, it won't work. So you got to be really careful and make the hole as small as you can. Otherwise this will happen. So just take your time with it. So once you've put the small hole in the bottle and you've tested it out to make sure it drips well, remember the smaller the hole, the less it will drip. So once you've done all that and you're happy with it, fill it up with water and put it to the test. So here's my bottle, you can see it dripping there. Nice, reasonably slow drip. What I'm going to do is put it up the top here of this enclosure and let it drip down through the plants, and hopefully come down and start filling up this water bowl. If the animals want to come drink from it, they can. I've also got another dripper going on the other side here, just because I made an extra one for this video. And yeah, it's that simple. Just adjust this however you want it. It just drips through the top, down through the plants. It can be a bit of a waterfall effect, which I really like. Really cool. The animals can make use of it. There you have it. Basic sort of dripping system down the leaves. Quite naturalistic sort of thing for the animals to experience in their nice rainforest environment. And yeah, so that's what I mainly use it for, is, you know, refilling water bowls, or just if I'm going out for the day, I just put them on and sort of set and forget, so they have some hydration throughout the day when I'm not here if they want to choose to have it. And you know, if I can't spray them down during the day, this is also some good humidity that'll bring into the enclosure. And it just looks cool, and it's something new for the animals. You can also set them up in different areas around the enclosure to drip on different spots. Maybe like on a branch or something where the animal can get underneath it really easily, and stuff like that. There's lots you can do, and it's, yeah, just all enrichment, and it's all awesome. And just as I've made one for the adult Boyds, I've also got one for the young Boyd female here. There's a really cool waterfall effect down into her water bowl. And the great thing about these is you can make them self-regulating. So basically what I mean is, here I have a much smaller bottle and you can fill them up only to a certain amount. So it only, say if you want to fill up a water bowl or something like that, it'll only fill it up to, you know, that amount. You can choose how much you want going into the enclosure. And of course it's just really slow release. I know the big ones on the adults enclosures last a couple hours, which is just great. But I haven't even filled those up completely, so they'd be able to last much longer. And yeah, it's just something else you can do, you know. Look who climbed up on my shoulder. So I also think these drippers will be great on things like hot summer days during heat waves to keep even the non-tropical animals cooler so they don't overheat, and as well as just the normal enrichment and things like that I was talking about. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope this gave you some ideas. Hope it made you think a bit, try and think about some more DIY things you can do for your reptiles to keep enriching those lives. Subscribe if you haven't already, lots more videos to